Welcome back to part 2 of shed renovation, and here are my materials. I'm using birchwood ply, some 4x2s, 2x2s, some feather edge cladding and some universal decking boards. I may have over-ordered, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. First things first, I needed to take my measurements, and so that is about 2.7 metres and that's about 0.8 metres. Once I've got all of that square and screwed together, it was just a case of really sort of screwing it to the wall. I just drilled through the wood and the wall, put a little brown raw plug in, and jobs are good. That end was shallower, so the wall end is shallower than the decking end, as it sort of goes up a little bit. I was kind of expecting that, so there wasn't too much room to play with. At this point, I'm now measuring it again just because I'm trying to work out how many noggins or how many joists I need to go across. I'm going on the basis of 400 centres, so I think that's about right. This end, as it was deeper and I didn't want the wood to move while I was screwing it, I've kind of used a variety of things like stones and brushes to keep it up. But yeah. Spirit level's happy, I'm happy. That end was easier because obviously it's not as far off the ground. Then it's just a case of securing it to this fence post, the neighbour's fence post. Job done. Noggin time. I call these noggins. All I did, I cheated a little bit because I added a mil or two to my measurements just so they'd be really tight. And that way they would fit in very nicely. I've put a screw in the top, a screw in the side of each end of the noggin. And yeah, job done. Now I don't want it to sag in the middle, and I've got this beautiful concrete base, so this is where I've decided to put some 3-inch posts as just a little bit of extra support really. Each one of course is a different measurement, so I had to do this one by one by one, which was quite fun. So I just put it to the floor, draw my line, and then now I know where to cut to. That saw wasn't really ideal because it's a bit too shallow. I had to keep rotating the wood, but hey, that's that done. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for part 2, and tune in for part 3.